Hello everyone. Today, we will explore and compare the remarkable development of two neighboring countries, Vietnam and Cambodia. These two nations have made significant strides in economic, social, and military fields, achieving impressive milestones and facing unique challenges. Let's find out who is leading the development race and what challenges lie ahead. Vietnam has a long and rich history. After gaining independence from French colonial rule in 1954, Vietnam experienced a brutal war with the United States, which ended in 1975 with the reunification of the country. From 1975 to 1986, Vietnam faced many economic difficulties due to war devastation and centralized economic policies. In 1986, the Communist Party of Vietnam initiated the Doi Moi renovation program, marking a period of comprehensive economic reform. The Doi Moi program helped Vietnam transition from a centrally planned economy to a socialist-oriented market economy, transforming the country from poverty into a middle-income economy. Vietnam's GDP per capita increased six-fold in less than 40 years, from less than $600 per person in 1986 to nearly $3,700 in 2022. The poverty rate also significantly decreased, from 14% in 2010 to 4.2% in 2022. This demonstrates the success of Vietnam's economic and social policies in improving the lives of its people. In 2023, Vietnam's economy continued to grow, with GDP growth projected to reach 5%, up from 3.2% in 2022. This growth was driven by increasing global demand and restored domestic consumer confidence. Vietnam's economy has shown resilience through various crises, maintaining stable and robust growth. Cambodia also has a turbulent history. From 1975 to 1979, under the Khmer Rouge regime, the country experienced one of the darkest periods in its history, with a brutal genocide that killed about 2 million people. After the Khmer Rouge was overthrown in 1979, Cambodia began the process of rebuilding the country. Since 1993, with international community support, Cambodia has held democratic elections and started economic recovery efforts. From 1995 to 2019, Cambodia achieved an average annual economic growth rate of 7.6%. Cambodia's economy was driven by tourism, manufacturing exports, real estate, and construction. The country attained lower middle-income status in 2015 and aims to become an upper-middle-income economy by 2030. After the COVID-19 pandemic, Cambodia gradually recovered, with economic growth reaching 5.4% in 2023, thanks to the recovery of service and goods exports. In terms of healthcare, Vietnam's infant mortality rate decreased from 32.6 per 1,000 live births in 1993 to 16.7 in 2020. Life expectancy increased from 70.5 to 75.5 years from 1990 to 2020. Vietnam also has a universal health coverage index of 73, higher than regional and global averages, with 87% of the population covered by national health insurance. Vietnam's healthcare system has developed strongly, with modern hospitals and medical facilities, along with effective community health programs. Cambodia has also made significant progress in health, early childhood development, and primary education in rural areas. However, Cambodia's human capital indicators still lag behind other lower middle-income countries. Cambodia's infant mortality rate has decreased, and life expectancy has increased, although still lower than Vietnam. Cambodia's healthcare and education systems are still in the process of development and improvement. In terms of the military, Vietnam has heavily invested in modernizing its armed forces in recent years. The Vietnam People's Army includes ground forces, Navy, Air Force, and Border Guard forces. Vietnam has procured many modern weapons and equipment from countries like Russia, including Kilo-class submarines, Su-30 Mk2 fighter jets, and advanced air defense systems. This enhances Vietnam's defense capabilities and sovereignty protection, especially in the context of increasing tensions in the South China Sea. Conversely, Cambodia is also striving to modernize its military, although its scale and resources are more limited compared to Vietnam. The Royal Cambodian Armed Forces include ground forces, Navy, Air Force, and military police. Cambodia has received military support from several countries, including China, to enhance its defense capabilities. However, Cambodia's military capabilities remain limited compared to Vietnam. Both countries face significant challenges in the future. To achieve the goal of becoming a high-income country by 2045, Vietnam needs to maintain an average annual economic growth rate of around 6% per year. Vietnam also aims to develop more sustainably and inclusively, with commitments to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and protect the environment at international conferences such as COP27 and COP28. The 1 million hectares of high-quality, low-emission rice program was launched to help reduce emissions and protect the environment. Cambodia needs to implement key reforms to sustain inclusive growth, boost competitiveness, manage natural resources sustainably, and improve public service quality. Cambodia's economic, environmental, and social development programs are being vigorously implemented to achieve sustainable development goals. The Cambodian government has set clear targets and is making efforts to implement policies to achieve these goals. Both countries have achieved significant milestones and face unique challenges. Continuing to implement appropriate economic and social policies will help these two nations achieve sustainable development goals in the future. What do you think about the development of Vietnam and Cambodia? Please leave your thoughts in the comments section below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Country Libs channel to get the most interesting and useful videos from us. Thank you for watching and see you in the next videos.